Welcome to the behind the scenes of Coal and Canary. So we actually hand pour all of our candles in really small batches, and we actually pour them in batches of 7 at a time. So it's a very laborious process, but it's a labor of love. We take it very seriously. I'm going to walk you through how we make a candle. So first things first, we take a safety label and we just put it on the bottom of the glass. Okay, so one of the best parts about our candle glasses is that they're actually food grade cocktail glasses. So when you're done, you can actually clean out your jar in the sink, wash it out with soap and water, and then put it in your dishwasher. And if you don't want to do that, we actually have a program at our Forks location in Winnipeg called Burn and Return. So when you bring it back, you get a coupon for $5 off your next purchase at our store. So then what we do is we carefully measure our wax. So we use a really beautiful soy vegetable wax blend. Dana's here showing us how to do it. She pours it into the other pouring pot, and we carefully weigh it to make sure we have the correct amount of wax. Okay, so next, Dana just added the fragrance in as well, which we weigh. And then we carefully mix it together for approximately about a minute or so. We want to make sure it's really, really well mixed in. After everything's been carefully mixed together, we pour them into the candle jars. So it looks really easy, but I'm sure Dana can tell you it's not as easy as it looks. And it is an art, and you have to be very steady and obviously make sure that there's no drips and whatnot. And these will take usually about an hour or so to cure based on the temperature inside. Today's very hot, so it's gonna take a lot longer. And then we'll show you what they look like when they're done. All right, so once the candles have solidified, this is the finished product. So this is what they look like. Obviously, the wax has become a lot lighter, and they're ready to be packaged up and shipped out to all of your lovely homes. So a lot of people ask us where we get our ideas from, inspiration for fragrance or for the names of the candles, and a lot of times it is actually based on the season. So we do like to change out our candles seasonally, so we'll have different ones for summer, fall, spring, and winter, and holiday. So a lot of times that's kind of where the inspo will come from. Other times it'll be based off a trend or even a theme. So for example, we have a beautiful travel collection, and it kind of takes you on a trip around the world from your own home. And during COVID, that was an especially very popular item because obviously none of us can travel. So things like that are where we get our inspiration from, and then the scents just kind of come from that. So we kind of sit around and say, okay, holiday, what scents go with holiday? And obviously there's a lot that kind of come to mind. I'm sure you are already thinking of some. And that's kind of where we get the ideas for the fragrance for. So for our names, it's actually funny. We kind of have different ways that they come about. We'll typically take whatever the fragrances are first, and then we'll think about really cheeky names that kind of go with that collection. Sometimes I'll be at home and I might have a glass of wine or two, and the ideas just come flooding in my head. So that's typically how it really happens. But then other times we'll have our team kind of sitting around in a room and we'll just brainstorm, and we have a big whiteboard in my office and we'll just write any and every idea, and then usually something comes up. It's usually a pun.
Amanda, your office assistant seems to be sleeping on the job.
He's slacking off so badly. We do air conditioning, but
Oh, that was so much better than the first time.